the field. Just wondering, questioning if this day would ever come. How gratifying is it to know that it finally has?
Man, like I said out there, I literally don't even have words to explain, all the people that have stuck with me, believed in me, all that, to finally have this day where it's, all the hard work that I've put in over the years has finally paid off, and I can officially say I'm a big leaguer. It's unbelievable.
That was your first outing as a big leaguer.
I don't think I had my best stuff, kind of babying some change-ups, but I think I made it work, and I made pitches when I needed to make a pitch, but I don't think I had my best stuff. But overall, like I said, I think I made pitches when I needed to make a pitch.
Cole, I think that it's been said that, like, you've told people, big league debut compared to what I've gone through, I'm not gonna be nervous. Okay, so were you nervous?
So all my pregame stuff, like rolling out and all that kind of stuff, I was nervous. Like, I picked up like a bottle of water one time, and like the water, I could see the water like shaking. I was like, oh boy. And then as soon as I got on the field, and started doing my stuff, it kind of went away, and just like try to tell myself, relax. It's it's another baseball game. Like, you've done this, it's just on a bigger stage. But just try to keep telling myself, to relax, go out there, try to make my pitches, not look at any names, just look at, this pitch works with this guy and that kind of stuff, and go from there.
So you just said not look at any names, so maybe this is a silly question, but those first 5 guys in the lineup, all hitting at, above, or near 300, I mean, welcome to the big leagues,
Yeah.
right? Like, did you give that any thought at all, or did you have to really?
So I looked at no averages. Try not to look at any averages, just because that'll make you a little bit more nervous. You look up and you see the first, 4 or 5 guys, and they're hitting 280 plus, 300, which means they're swinging it. Try not to look at any of that. I mean, obviously know the names and that kind of stuff, but just try to say, look at the reports and say, all right, this guy, we can go, fastballs in or fastballs up, change-ups here, that kind of stuff, and go from there.
And then, the first inning, get the bases loaded, but work out of it. You guys sometimes talk about just getting that first inning out of the way. Was there any moment in that first inning where you had to collect yourself and be like, let's get through this, man?
I don't necessarily know if there was a moment where I had to collect myself. I'd say I was relaxed. I felt like I was relaxed, and I know I was, one pitch away, I'd get out of it. And that's when they came out, we just saw 1 pitch away. Like, we have 2 outs, just, attack this guy. Don't worry about anything else. Just attack this guy and go from there.
Getting here has been quite a journey for you. I heard you say yesterday that, you just weren't gonna hang your cleats up on days, especially like today. How much more do you appreciate getting to lace up and do your jersey on?
It's, man, words, I don't know if I can put it into words. It's just to know that all those days where I was sitting in rehab, and I was like, well, will I make it? Like, I've, watching guys that I got drafted with, like same year with different teams, flying up the minor leagues, healthy, all that kind of stuff. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Hey, from a baseball perspective, you said you felt like you babied some changeups. Changeup is such a good pitch for you, but did you continue to throw it with conviction even though you didn't feel like it was great?
100%. 100%. I mean, it's my best pitch, best off-speed pitch, so can't just close it out. And curveball wasn't that great, so I can't just go 2 pitches against a really good lineup. Just got to keep doing it, and make the adjustment throughout the game and warm-ups, that kind of stuff.
Who was here, family-wise?
My wife, one of my sisters and her husband and son, my brother, another brother-in-law, and he brought his son, my nephew, and then my older brother's son came with them because my brother couldn't get off work. So, and then some friends from back home. Actually, one of my friends was on a family vacation in Waco, and on Monday, on the off day in Round Rock, they were driving through Austin, so we got lunch together. Hadn't seen them since we left for spring training, and broke the news, it came out to the public, he texted me, I was like, do you wanna come? You know, you're only an hour and a half. It's like, wouldn't miss it, so him and his family's here, so.
Mom and dad?
No, mom and dad weren't able to make it. They watch on TV though. I'm sure I have quite a few text messages from them.
We won't get into your advertisement for the Convention and Visitors Bureau in Waco, but,
Hey, can we use the mics here for TV?
does it mean
Can we use
anything
the
more?
mics?
You and Bubba both had we know how long your road's been. You know, Bubba's had a pretty hard road too. Does it mean anything to you for both you guys to make your debut on the same day?
When I heard he was coming up, I was ecstatic. I mean, Bubba's unreal, really good player, even better person, you know, works hard, plays hard. Just to know that both of us are going through the same thing, you know, the same kind of little nerves today. It's a little more relaxing knowing I'm not the only one out there, you know. I also have a friend that's going through the same exact thing.
Thanks, Cole.
So,